this neighborhood and our house. Richmond Heights primarily developed as a neighborhood just before the turn of the century, so the late 1800s. The reason for that was the city of St. Louis was getting crowded and kind of polluted, and people were looking to move further out. Also, they had already decided that the World's Fair would be held in Forest Park in 1904. So they were attracting lots of workers and masonry. There was a masonry company just over on Big Bend nearby that they used to make all the bricks for the World's Fair. And there's a lot of apartment complexes that are very, very old brick buildings that house some of these workers. Then when the World's Fair was over, they took it all apart, most of it except for what's left. And some of these houses have a legend behind them. They're called the Houses of the 40 Thieves, and they all have a similar design. They're called that because they think that some of the bricks were taken from the dismantling of the World's Fair to build those 40 houses. Okay, so if you walk around the Richmond Heights neighborhood, you can start to pick out which houses are those. Our house actually predates a lot of that. It was built in 1897. It is not the first home built in the original Richmond Heights neighborhood, but we think it was maybe the second or third. The first home was demolished when they built I-64. Owen is showing you our house centennial plaque. Last year, Richmond Heights celebrated its 100th centennial of the official city founding. So our house was before the city was founded. And actually the owners of this home played a really critical role in helping to develop this area and get the government going, and they built the first church in the neighborhood and lots of things like that. So that's our home. It's the oldest existing home in the original Richmond Heights neighborhood.